This video will be a quick overview of the track wrestling season program, but please note that more detailed videos are available through the Help Center. There are two ways to get to the season from the track wrestling homepage. You can click on OPC in the white menu bar, or click Manage, and then Season Teams in the black menu bar. If your state or league uses the NWCA Optimum Performance Calculator for weight management, you will be sent a login email when your season is ready. If your governing body does not use the season for weight management or results entry, you can click Sign Up and follow the prompts. I'm going to go ahead and log into a test team in the 1920 high school boys season. I'll click the blue login button and enter my username and password. When you receive your login email from your state, there will be a direct link that takes you in. The first time that you log in, whether it's through the direct link or if you have a username and password, you'll be prompted to update your information. I'll go ahead and click Continue to get rid of this pop-up message. I'll review my information, making sure that my email address is current. Anything that you'd like to change or add here, you can. And then when you get to the username and password section, you can leave your username the same. You can change it if you wish. You will need to re-enter a password, and you'll enter that twice. This can be the same password that you've used in the past, but you will need to enter it in both fields and then click Continue. From there, you'll be prompted to view any required messages. I'll click Continue and then click on the subject to view the required message. After I review it, I will click Acknowledge. And then I'll be taken to the team information page since it's my first time logging in. I'll click Continue. Now, depending on your governing body, there may be things that you can edit and some fields may be locked. What you can do is add a team logo if you wish and change your team colors for the most part. You can double check any fields that may or may not be editable for you. Once you're done with that, you'll click Save. It'll prompt you to enter any fields that are required that haven't been entered. And then you may be prompted to add other users. Your governing body will specify which users are required. So in this case, head coach and athletic director are required. Since I don't have either of those on this team, for now, I'm going to change myself to the head coach. I'm going to add a fake athletic director. You can see which fields are required with the asterisk. You can generate a username and password, or you can create one for them and let them know. You may or may not have options here depending on what your team has access to, and then you'll click Add. So from here, I'll be prompted to my landing page. This message says that my email address hasn't been verified, so I'll go ahead and send that verification email. Once I get it in my email, I'll be sure to click that to make sure I don't receive that message again. So from here, I'll be directed to the schedule page. This is where you'll land every time that you log in. You can see what events have already been added, and then you can add the other events on your schedule. So we'll go ahead and add an event right now. This will just be a fake event. The event types are single dual meet, dual tournament or multi-dual, individual tournament, and individual matches. So I am going to select a single dual meet, and the level is going to be varsity. I'll be prompted to enter the date and location. So for now, I'm just going to put a date in the future. You can put a time, it's not required. And the location would be home, away, or neutral. I'm going to choose home. And then you most likely won't need to change any of the other fields, but you might be able to if needed. An opposing team, I'm going to select another test team, and the state is the same. I'll continue through the prompts. And since I just typed in test, it's going to suggest some teams for me. So I'm going to choose this team that already exists. And then that duel will be added to the schedule page. You can see that here. For just the basic season program, that's available at no cost to anyone. We have seasons for college, high school, middle school, and youth. There may be governing bodies that require certain things, but if your governing body does not require weight management or results entry, then you can always sign up for this and you would have free access to this schedule portion. You would also have roster management, and you could purchase the optional stats program if you choose to do so. So all of that is at no cost to you. We'll go through some of the other tabs here. If you click on roster, you can see the wrestlers that have been added to this team and some of their information. These green check marks for eligible mean that this state requires a weight management plan and that they have gone through those steps and are eligible to compete. You can see the others with the red X's have not gone through that process and are not eligible in this governing body. If we want to add a wrestler, we can click on the Add Wrestler button, enter all of the information, or if you've used a season previously, you can import your roster from the previous season. Once you actually get some results in, you'll be able to select certain wrestlers or all of them and run the Update Selected Records function, and that will populate this column here once you have some actual results in there. So that is mostly what you're going to see on the roster page. If you would like to link a wrestler to their Track Wrestling profile and they're not already linked, you would just click this blue link right here and then put in their information to match it. You can see that some wrestlers have already been matched. Some wrestlers have also already been given access to their weight loss plan. You can see that that's green here. You could also remove that if you wish to. And this one is gray, so that wrestler has not been given access. Again, that would just be something if your governing body is using the weight management program. And if they are, you would be clicking on this scale icon to view their weight loss plan. We won't go into much about the weight loss plans right now or the weight management system, because that is a feature that some states are using and some states are not, and this is more of a general overview, but this is what you can see on the roster page. This weight class column is something that you enter, and this MWC column, the minimum weight class, that is a function of the weight loss plan. So this is something that's generated and is not chosen. This is just for organizational purposes if you wish to assign a weight class to organize your roster page. On the matches page, you'll be able to see what results have been entered for specific wrestlers, and I don't believe that any results have been entered since this is a test team, but you would choose your wrestler and then you would see all of their match data. There's also a print option. You can go through and select certain wrestlers. You can print their season record form and so forth. The statistics tab will give you, if you have the statistics program, you would be able to view reports, add reports, and that's just for statistics reports. Users, again, you can update there if you need to add someone else or remove someone's access. And then in more, we have leagues, which you're not likely to do anything with. This team hasn't been assigned to a league, but you could see if you were assigned to a league. On the media option, you can add media contacts. So I'm going to go in, you'll just enter an email address. Obviously this is a fake one, but this is where you'll list all of your media contacts. If you have local wrestling websites or a newspaper contact, TV stations, something like that you want to send results to. When you have your results in, there is a button that you can push to email the media, and those results will be sent quickly and easily. If you are using weight management, there's a section for weigh-ins. You can see the wrestler name and how many weigh-ins they have. Yeah, there's a forfeits tab. And then you most likely won't be doing anything with video servers unless you are streaming, which would be an option. You can live stream your season duels if you choose to do so through the season program. I'll go back to the schedule page and click on one of these events. You'll be able to do live or offline entry to enter your results. If you want to do this live, you'll be logging into a controller, and then someone at the event can go through and live score each match. So right now, we're going to choose some fake wrestlers. And then this is what you would see in our typical controller anywhere. So you would just, run the clock as appropriate, score the match, save the results, and you would do that for your dual meet. And then the public can go in and see this as you're doing it. They can see it on the public view of the season team. You can also do this after the fact. Perhaps you don't have someone to do this during the event, and then you just have the stats that you want to enter later, you can always do this after the fact as well. If you are going somewhere and want to do it live but don't have reliable internet access, you can download an offline controller so that you can enter those and then sync them to the live season later. This will work on mobile devices as well. So if you have an iPad or a tablet that you wish to take to an event and have your manager score, that will certainly work with the offline and online versions. You can do this on a smartphone. It would certainly be a better experience to use at least a tablet, if not a laptop. And that was basically it, the brief overview of the Track Wrestling season program. You can visit trackwrestling.com to view our technical videos if you would like more information. Thanks.